Hey guys, as you can tell, it is me again, or at least I hope you can. Today is Wednesday, November 17th, 2010. I think that makes it day 321, I think. I've not got my calendar updated, but I think that's what day it is. Anyway, it is good to see you guys here tonight. Uh, yeah, it really is. Guys, oh, and I'm glad I've already read the comments and answered comments for last night, guys. And I really I'm thankful for everybody's support. Several of you there said that that you liked the way I did my videos. And I'll just be honest about it, guys. I've here in the last few days, I've just about got tired of the whole internet deal, and I'm not just talking about YouTube. Um, you know, I've been pretty lucky, as far as all that goes. About I've not had to deal with many jerks on here. Even with my YouTube channel. Um, and I guess as you get more subscribers and a few more people see your videos, I guess you're just going to get more. Um, that's more to happen. You're going to have, like I've said before, I'm from the school, old school. If you ain't got nothing good to say, don't say nothing at all. And I'm like that. If I watch somebody's video and it's so bad it makes me throw up in my mouth, I just click it off and go to something else. I don't feel the need to stop and tell this person how bad their video sucks or whatever the case may be. So, um, but I have had more smart alecky comments, and not necessarily just smart alecky. Just had somebody on one of my old videos the other day left a comment on it. People are just like I said, the sad thing about it, I really don't. I don't know what. I had one guy say, "You sound like Forrest Gump." And what was it? I don't know. I had another guy comment on another video, and I don't even remember what he said, but I was like, it was one of those deals. It really wasn't a put down, but I get, it's according to how you looked at it, I guess, what you're saying, or is what I'm saying. So, um, anyway, guys, but the YouTube deal is not really what's got me going. And like I said, in the last few days, I've had a few people um, message me. I had one person actually PM me uh, about my video, said they were too long and uh, all this and that. Uh, I'm from the school. Well, don't watch them if they're too long. But uh, but anyway, guys, that's not really what's got me going. I tell you, what's got me going is the biggest reason that I have went a long time I'm a member of AITN. That's the International Automotive Technicians Network, and they have a forum and stuff. And uh, that's the only website I think that I've ever been a member of, or had a place where you could ask questions and comment. Just a general forum type atmosphere. And I guess it's because everybody does the same thing for a living. There's a level of respect there. Nobody kind of, because I'm from Kentucky or whatever, nobody kind of throws that, uh, level of arrogance around. Everybody's nice. Everybody. Well, anyway, guys, I joined a forum. It's actually called the highroad.org, I think. Uh, I was having a lot of reloading questions and stuff, and that's one reason like I said, I don't join many forums because I've seen it too many times. Not necessarily just with me, where you join one and you're a newbie. I mean, usually when you join these things, you're a newbie. That's why you're joining, to learn stuff. And you get these guys that come in there and because they've been doing it for 20 years or whatever, they think that they come in there and they're just rude and smart alecky to you. And um, so anyway, I joined this highroad.org, and I've had a couple reloading questions asked. And first one I asked pretty much went all right. Nobody, had 10 or 12 people, give me good, answers. And well, this last one I posted a question about. I've had some of my loads that I've had in my 45s, especially. I've had a little bit of unburned powder. Like when I take the gun apart to clean it, I'd find a few granules of unburned powder. And I was asking what could be the cause of that. And I typed out, a pretty long sentence there about, actually, I think I asked two different questions, and I told some information, so it was pretty long. Right off the bat, right off the crack, the first or second answer to this question, a guy says, first off, buy a reloading book and an English book, I think it said. Learn how to use spaces and learn how to type. I don't know. Remember exactly what it was, how he said it. Use capitals. Use capitals and use spaces. Buy an English book and a reloading book. Of course, then at the end of it, he says, sorry, just cranky this morning, I guess. And then he ended up actually commenting on the problem later. But, I was thinking, instead of putting sorry, just cranky this morning, I guess, if I got to the point to where I was going to go, hey, I'm sorry about that, I would have just hit backspace and deleted the message. Said, you know what, that may look like I'm a jerk. So, not saying you shouldn't, I don't mind somebody actually coming in there and saying, hey, this could be your problem, blah, 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 blah. P.S., just a little tip here, space out your sentences more and, but whatever, I don't, some people think I don't take criticism well. I take criticism just fine as long as you do it right. That's just like, brother Woody, his Cosmos, and I know you're going to see this, Woody. Woody has set me straight 2 or 3 times on things, called me on some things. But you know what? He does it right. Number one, usually if Mark's got something that he wants to say to me, then he PMs me. He don't leave it in a comment. I don't think you should do that. I don't think when you're trying to straighten somebody out, even if it is helpful criticism, I don't believe you should do it in the comments to where everybody can see it. It's one little extra click to send them a PM and say, hey, brother, I think you're wrong on this. Let's talk about this or whatever. Same deal with that. I think, I have no problem with somebody saying, hey, here's your little tip. This was hard to read. That's what this guy said that it was hard to read. Like I said, guys, this is the first forum I've really ever joined. That IATN is really, it's got a forum in it, but it's not strictly a forum. So, I've not hardly used it any. That's what I'm saying. How did I know that? I don't know that you need to space, And what they were talking about is like writing one sentence and then spacing down like 2 lines, double spacing it, I guess they call it, and doing that. As far as spacing between the letters and the words, I did that. But anyway, like I said, I tell you guys, internet etiquette, I tell you, it's, I don't know, like I said, it's just, it's got me just about aggravated. It's got me aggravated with the internet, I tell you. Like I said, and people will say stuff to you on the internet that they wouldn't dare say to your face. Which we all know that. So anyway, guys, I know this vid's running a little longer than I wanted it to, but I wanted to get that out, vent my frustrations. Like I said, this guy ended up giving me some pretty good, helpful advice later. But like I said, just, between that and these odd off-the-wall comments I've had on YouTube lately, and people criticizing, seem like everything I do, every video I make anymore, and people making fun of my accent. Used to when I would get comments about my accent, most people were like, oh man, I love your accent, it's cool. Like I say, now people say I sound like Forrest Gump. Some people say I sound like Gomer Pyle. And I know you guys are laughing at that right now, so stop. But anyway, like I said, it's just, I don't know, I'm just venting, guys. So, anyway, like I said, I just think we should be nicer to each other. Whether it's on the internet, whether it's through a video or typing, like I said, I guarantee that old guy wouldn't have been smart aleck to tell me, go buy you an English book and a reloading book. I'm like, well, I'm using a reloading book. What do you think? I'm pulling loads out of the air, That's why I'm asking a question on here. I'm using the load straight out of the reloading book, and why I'm having unburned powder. That's why I'm asking this question. Guarantee the old dude wouldn't say it to you to your face because he'd be afraid you'd pull out something and beat him with it. But anyway, guys, let's get to the important part here tonight. And that is, of course, God's Word. Acts chapter 28 is where we're starting tonight, verse 1. Here we go. Oh, and I just want to say one thing, too. I'm glad that you guys agreed with me on the jibber jabber deal, because to be honest, I didn't want to quit it. I wasn't going to quit it, but I just kind of wanted to see what you guys said. And when they were escaped, then they knew that the island was called Melita. And the barbarous people showed us no little kindness, for they kindled a fire and received us every one, because of the present rain and because of the cold. And when Paul had gathered a bundle of sticks and laid them on the fire, there came a viper out of the heat and fastened on his hand. And when the barbarians saw the venomous beast hang on his hand, they said among themselves, no doubt this man is a murderer, whom though he hath escaped the sea, yet vengeance suffereth not to live. These guys are saying he has to be a murderer. He escaped this shipwreck, and now a snake bites him on the hand. They're like, this dude, he's bound to be a murderer, because something's wanting to kill him. Something's going to not let him live. And he shook off the beast into the fire and felt no harm. And he's like, I'll show you what my God can do. Howbeit they looked when he should have swollen or fallen down dead suddenly. But after they had looked a great while and saw no harm come to him, they changed their minds and said that he was a god. In the same quarters were possessions of the chief man of the island, whose name was Publius, who received us and lodged us 3 days courteously. And it came to pass that the father of Publius lay sick of a fever and of a bloody flux, to whom Paul entered in and prayed and laid his hands on him and healed him. So when this was done, others also which had diseases in the island came and were healed, who also honored us with many honors, and when we departed, they laded us with such things as were necessary. See, that could have been one reason why the Lord let Paul and Luke and these guys be shipwrecked on the island. Right there was taking the gospel to these island people, We never know what the Lord's doing with us. But anyway, guys, I guess I need to get off here. I've been here long enough. Same deal, guys. Keep praying for me. Keep praying for my business. Today was the best day we've had this week so far, money-wise, but it still wasn't much pumpkin. Matter of fact, we've brought in 3 days this week what I should normally bring in 1 day. Back in August or July, what I've made in 3 days, I would have brought in on 1 day. So, like I said, guys, I know I'm going to make it. I know the Lord's still taking care of us. But just pray for us. And mom and my aunt and my sister's going to Lexington tomorrow. Or if you guys see this on Thursday, it'll be today. Pray for them. Pray for my church. Pray for my homecoming. And just pray for me, guys. And I'm praying for you all. Love you guys. Richard, brother, glad to see you back home. Glad to see you got my card. And I'll talk to you guys later. So good night and God bless.